This is awful. Why, Ida? Why are you doing this?
Those guys have got the same eyes as those hounds.
That's right. They're all lifeless shells of their former selves. Dolls that act purely on instinct. Maybe it's just karma at work. Divine retribution for our sins. Hard to say.
Oh, Goddess. What happened 10 days ago?
You really want to know? Well, I'll tell you. The short version is, we were defeated. Completely and utterly.
And what's the long version?
It all began 2 weeks ago. We were cornered by one of the CID's Hercules units. I'd heard they pick fights with Jaegers in Calvert sometimes, so it wasn't too much of a shock. But in the end, we were no match for them. We found an opening in their formation and narrowly escaped. After that, we made our way to Cray and rested at their inn. Then we set up camp here and started brainstorming ideas for how to get back home. And that's when those bastards appeared. We were attacked by a band of merciless savages, led by 3 leaders whose power was unfathomable. It was a massacre. They led us to ruin like lambs to the slaughter. They picked us off one by one, until no one remained. No one but me. The next thing I knew, I woke up here. When I came to, the first thing I saw was that device up there. It was emitting that ominous red light back then, too. My comrades were still breathing, but they weren't exactly alive. All they could do was writhe and moan. It was like no one had any will of their own. I was the only one who could move of their own accord. Except in the sunlight. I couldn't stand it anymore, and I didn't feel hunger. At least, not for a while. During the daytime, all I could do was cower in my tent and wait for night to fall. There was no way I could contact the rest of the Corps, not in this state. And all of a sudden, I developed a strange craving. Our military monsters started coming back to life, and they were acting without orders. And my fallen comrades picked themselves off the ground. But as you can see, they aren't themselves.
I'm so sorry, Ida. That's horrible. Why would those people kill your men? Were they the ones responsible for turning them into that?
Yeah. I think they used that device up there to do it. I tried to climb the pillar a few times to get a closer look at it. But my body locks up every time I try. Almost like I'm being controlled by some unseen force. I'm not gonna dance to the tune of a puppet master. That's why I'm ending it all. With my own 2 hands.
No! You can't do that!
So, that's your endgame. You'd rather go out in a blaze of glory than die as a pawn in someone else's game.
You got it. The flames of purification come up all the time in ghoul-related legends, right? So it's time for me to burn. The longer I stand here with you, the harder it gets to stave off this insatiable hunger. It makes me want to suck up every last drop of blood in your bodies. It makes me want to feast on your flesh. Even Fairy looks like a nice appetizer. I could have that young lady as my main dish. But too bad that'd make a stringy-looking dude like you an unsavory last course.
Damn. Low blow.
Stop this nonsense right now, Ida. You aren't fooling anyone with this charade. You're still alive and in control, so we won't let you give up. We know you kept your distance from the villagers and tried to steer us out of harm's way, which you're still trying to do now. But why don't you consider Fairy's feelings for a moment? She left her home for the first time in her life, charging into a world unknown to her, and tracked Van down.
And yes.
If you really care about her, then you should at least be honest with her. You owe her that much. While we're at it, let's find a way to save you. We can find a better solution together. Because that's what Arkwright Solutions does. We help people.
Give this girl a little leeway and she starts acting like she owns the place. Now, normally, I wouldn't let my assistant sign me up for work, but she's right. This is a job for a Spriggan, so I'm all ears, Flame Eater. I don't mind bailing out someone who helped with Operation Mille Mirage.
Van.
I was being honest about wanting to suck your blood. But I'll admit, it's not like me to surrender while there's still life in me. It wouldn't be right to throw it all away. I'd be spitting in the face of Commander Garrett, my puppy-like rival and sister. And my old friends in Zephyr, like my other sister and the man I admired more than anyone. If I ended it all here, I wouldn't be able to face a single one of them. So I'll press on.
Ida, I'm so happy.
See? Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, what a heartwarming scene! Those final lines moved me to tears. Although I am a little perplexed as to how you alone maintained your sense of self. But perhaps you had a stronger will to resist than that of your pathetic subordinates. You were the right hand of the Jaeger King, after all.
You!
Look what the cat dragged in.
Should have figured it was you. I might be a little off my game, but I could still sense you lurking in the shadows. You and those two Almada psychos left my comrades bleeding out on the ground. You'll pay for what you've done, Melchior of the Thorns.
The last piece of the puzzle finally falls into place.
Why, thank you. You saved me the effort of introducing myself. Allow me to clarify one thing, though. I am a fresh hire for Almada. I was with friends of a different crew when we annihilated your unit. Although the job did still come from my current boss, so I suppose I'm splitting hairs.
That tracks. My unit wouldn't fall so easily to homegrown mafia goons. I take it you're the one who put that device up there?
That I did! I had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to experiment with bringing the dead back to life, and I seized it. Yet our boss says the device is of little importance. Curious, no?
What?
The hell are you on about?
Still, the experiment is in full swing, and nothing will stop it from reaching its apex.
Wires!
Now let's throw a little twist into the mix.
What's wrong, Ida?
Well, shit! This isn't good. You have to get out of here. Just forget about me and go. Run!
Ida, no! Stay with us!
How could he?
bastard's gonna pay. But we'll worry about him later. Ready your weapons, you two! Our first order of business is calming her down. We'll get your sister back, I promise!
Right! We'll save you, Ida!
What fun! Let the bloodbath begin!
You're all pretty damn strong.
I think that did the trick. She's back to normal.
Great show! Bravo! In fact, it was so delightfully entertaining, I demand an encore.
Don't you dare!
Stop this right now! How can you be so cruel?
I gotta take out at least one of them.
Hey! How come no one invited me to the party? I'm feeling left out.
Whoa there, big guy.
Your timing's been scarily on point, Direwolf.
I just got done putting those rabid dogs in the ground. Then some timely help arrived, so I left the village in their capable hands.
Oh?
I finally found you. Enjoying your new life as a mafia exec, I take it?
Indeed. Well met, Enforcer number 8. I didn't think I'd run into you here. You will have to excuse me for keeping my distance, though. Word on the street says you play very rough.
Hey, don't be shy. I'm not gonna bite you. As long as you quit dragging out this game of keep away. I've got a list of questions from the Oathbreaker, so start running your mouth, or I'll run my fist through your face.
I'll pass. I'm a man who enjoys playing hard to get, so you'll have to chase me down if you want those answers. Besides, our goals may not be aligned, but they aren't in conflict either. Why don't you let me go?
Like hell I'd do that!
The Genesis!
On that note, I shall bid you farewell. You may do as you will with the device, assuming you don't die horrible, gruesome deaths, that is.
Get back here, you little bitch!
Don't worry about them. We got our own problems to deal with.
Ida?
Fairy, no!
You shielded me in on yes. Why?
Why do you think? I obviously can't let my clients or part-timers get hurt on my watch. Shit's bad for the brand. Damn it. I must have broke a rib. Not gonna be able to fight back in this state. Crap. What do I do?
Why'd she stop?
The Geneses are resonating with one another?
Got your butts kicked again, huh?
Well, well, if it ain't the sentient AI. What are you, anyway? Are you really my hollow?
What kind of question is that? Of course I am. I'm the one and only Mare. Anyway, congrats! You unlocked a new power. So, ready to give it a whirl?
You bet!
Sweet! Let's do it then! Shardswell! The Grendel's all yours!
Van? What's happening? She's resonating with Fairy, and it's feeding Van with energy.
I'm impressed.
Van, are you okay?
Couple bruises, but otherwise, I'm fine. But, wish we could have got something out of Mare this time.
Thank goodness. Here, let me treat those wounds for...
Appreciate the thought, but I don't think it'll do any good.
What? The goddess is calling them home.
Too late. True, but we can at least see her off.
Happy.
I didn't think you'd all come.
You have no idea how worried I've been, Farida. I read your letter while we were on the road. It sounds like you've been through a lot.
Wish I could have put up more of a fight. But at least I jotted down what I learned about my attackers. Hopefully you can put those notes to good use, if you ever run into them.
Of course, we won't let your efforts be in vain. May you finally know peace, bearers of the Iron Shield.
I'm forever in your debt. Both of you. Thanks for giving me this chance to talk with my sweet little sister. One last time.
Oh, Ida.
You can't go. You still haven't told me those stories about your old core. You promised, remember?
Don't worry your pretty little head. I'm sure you can hear all about Zephyr from someone else. You can ask my other little sister, even.
No, not from someone else. I want to hear them from you.
You still have so much growing up to do. I want you to get strong. That's why I need you to do one last thing for me. Finish me off.
What?
Grant her final wish, Farida.
Happy.
If you hope to remain a warrior of our tribe, you must undergo this rite of passage. Do not let her kindness go to waste.
Fairy, don't!
Stay out of this. If you will not bear witness to it, I ask that you avert your eyes or leave immediately.
I can't do it. I don't want to kill you.
Fairy.
That's enough. Can't you see she isn't ready for this yet? This ain't a burden for a child to bear. So I'll bear it for her. It's my job to look out for my client.
Van.
He may be right.
Don't go.
You've gotta grow up. At some point. But I guess there's no need to rush. Thanks again. I'm grateful for everything you've done. Farewell, Fairy. Commander? Zeno and Leo? Fee? Yes. I'll finally be seeing you again. Root girl.